to a brand new episode of Trophy Husband Podcast. I'm Matthew Cruz. Besides you, in this episode is a little different. We got a special guest, Felix Ayala, with us all the way from England.
Across
He's
the pond.
Across the pond. He is a stay-at-home dad, just like us. Proclaimed trophy husband himself. So this episode we're just gonna, get his background. You got our backgrounds on episode 1. And this is going to be a little something that we do from time to time. We're going to add some stay-at-home dads, some stay-at-home moms, some different stuff. We're going to have some guests from up here time to time. So we always like to start off of how we were doing this week. So how was your week, Felix? How are you doing?
My week's been pretty good. I've been actually trying to start working again. I just finished up my degree a couple months ago. I got my bachelor's.
Congrats,
Bachelor of Arts
legit.
in organizational management. So now I'm just ramping up getting the resume ready and trying to shoot it out and apply everywhere I can for whenever we get back to the States.
That's legit.
And then today we did a fall festival. There was a fall festival here on the base in England. And I took the kids out there and, they jumped around. There was like a bouncy house, a little trailer ride, like a hay ride, and a whole bunch of different little things, trunk or treat.
Man.
So
that's cool, man. Gotta get them outside doing some cool stuff. Weather gotta be weird for y'all right now, right?
Yeah, I mean the weather is weird all year over here. Like right now, I'm in a hoodie, but I'm also in shorts. So it's not really super, super cold.
Yeah.
But it's just a little bit windy every once in a while. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So how was your week?
I mean, it was chill, dog. I did a couple photo shoots. I did like this Halloween theme photo shoot I did. It's pretty sick, a little different what I usually do, And then I had my niece's birthday party on Sunday.
Yep.
We did that. It was like a trampoline, like bounce house, like park. It was like a bunch of like blow up bounce houses, like in the.
Oh, like how they had it in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
At one time. Yep.
Yeah. So they were just kids going crazy, playing around and stuff. It's funny, my crazy dynamic on my 3 girls, because Marilyn, she old, so she older. She's doing her thing, and then I got Callie, who's afraid of everything, and then I have Virginia, who was just going for it. Going for whatever the fuck. I'm talking about big slides. Girl, too. And she was sending that shit. She didn't care. So, but they had a good time with that. And then, I mean, the rest of the week, I kind of just been cleaning up, getting everything together. Like, I went to go get the car registered, shit like that. But it's been pretty cool. Just kind of chill week this week. It went bad. It wasn't really bad. I can't complain about it. How you living?
I'm all right. Sunday was a good Sunday for me. Jets stomped out the Dolphins. I don't give a fuck if they played third string quarterback or not. At the end of the day, hey, that defense was not stopping
the run. Good. Jets defense is good right now.
I don't give a fuck what they say, because at the end of the day, you could say, oh, we didn't have our cornerbacks. Then explain how they got 5 rushing touchdowns. Zach only threw the ball 21 times.
That is true.
That is true. I don't hear that shit. But besides that, yeah, they even took the kids out for ice cream. So I got this new thing with them. Like, if we just win, we go get some ice cream. So there's that little incentive. Because, we got to make it fun. This last time, what was the last time the Jets actually were competitive and
Mark Sanchez? Mark Sanchez,
no,
AFC Championship?
Ryan Fitzpatrick, 2015.
2 in a row.
Randy Marshall and Eric Decker.
I guess.
Fuck you, okay? But besides that, besides that, clean up the house. We actually went to Paris Island for this week, because Myra's nephew graduated.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Shout out. Got a brand new Marine in the family. He's back in Miami on boot leave. Yep. Besides that, pretty much just the dynamic, like we said, like family, but now dealing with the in-laws, in-law part of it, like rest of the family. I had to mentally prepare myself and emotionally for that whole. Was it 2.5 days?
2.5 days is too much.
Yeah, 2.5 days apiece. My family 5-day clips. That's what I say.
Well, freaking.
But besides that,
yeah,
pretty decent.
So,
chilling.
Felix, I'm not too sure. You said you was into fantasy too, so I don't know. I put it out there for your boy. This week, once again, went 2-2. Crazy part is I went 2-2 on like 2 separate leagues this year, which is
Yeah.
I literally swapped from the last week. But it wasn't a bad one game. I like stomped a guy out, and the other one I like barely made it by. Because Patty Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Josh Jacobs put the team on the back, boy.
Yo,
It was funny because I have each one of them in like separate leagues. So like I have
Yeah.
Patty and Josh Jacobs, and I have Kelsey and Josh Jacobs. So went off on both of those. So I got pretty lucky on that one because I played against a guy who had Devontae Adams. So that was a little
and
tough too.
I played Devontae. I played Devontae, and I had Josh, and I was already up by 11. So I was like, as long as Josh can just match Devontae, I end up winning by 12. So I was like, yep. I had 2 game
I'm
winning streak
like,
going
so
on.
I'm 4-1. I'm
This
4-1 in my like money league or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's the one that's basically the only one that I really, really pay attention to. And I got Antonio Brown. I don't know. I'm sorry, not Antonio. AJ Brown, Cooper
AJ.
Cup. I don't know why I say Antonio. What the fuck? But and
Cooper
I got
Kupp.
Jalen Hurts too.
Oh, and Jalen Hurts. Yeah.
So I got that connection with AJ and Jalen Hurts.
I got
And
that
it's
too.
the first time that I really like, because I usually, when I do fantasy, I usually try to stay away from the Eagles because
I do
like
same.
it's kind of a like a
Every
away from your
fan does
team.
that. Every fan does
roller
that.
coaster. It's like
Yeah.
it's like it messes me up too because I just be like, yo, I want to root for my team, so I want to play my guys, but at the same time, I'm not making the right decision on fantasy.
I mean, this is the
And
year
but
for
I
y'all to
did,
do it though.
yeah, definitely. So it's the first year I do it, and it's a good year for that. So
It's good.
Yeah,
and
because I fucking hate Tom Brady. And this is my first year playing for like 9 years. The first year I drafted
Yeah,
Tom
you
Brady.
drafted Tom this year.
And I drafted Tom this year like a fucking asshole.
I mean,
I've never drafted Tom.
I mean,
Not once.
what I think the crazy part, I drafted Dak in 2 years. 2 years I drafted Dak or a Cowboys player ever. And it was Dak. 2 years. The first year was that year he got fucking hurt after balling out for those first 5 games. And then this year when he got hurt, I was like, man, I ain't never drafted another Cowboys player ever. I do got Jalen Hurts though. I do got Jalen Hurts though. So he's worth it. He was worth getting that late. He was definitely worth it.
Yeah,
I really like that.
I did an auction draft. I got him for like $2.
Oh,
I
y'all
don't know
did
if
an
y'all do
auction draft. I've never done it. I've never done an auction draft.
It's crazy. It's very different from like a regular snake draft. You need to get into it. Like do a couple of them.
I've been
like,
looking
make
it
it
up.
easier.
I'm just nervous about it. I don't want to fuck that up.
So Felix, I have a question, and you know, I want your opinion about it.
My man's
So
so
I was
excited
telling
about
him,
this.
I am excited about it because I'm gonna fucking do it next year. I don't give a fuck. So what I've noticed doing fantasy for mad years is the fact that I can tell you about my team, and you could give 2 fucks about my team because 9 out of 10 times you don't have the same players on my team on your team.
Yeah.
You're basically pretty much playing my players this week or next week, whatever. So I was telling him last episode, I was like, hey, next year we should do a 10-12 team league. But instead of one person managing the team, you can have 2 to 4 people managing that same team. So you have like GM, an assistant GM. So that way, for draft day, right? You're like, hey, I want to draft Jalen Hurts. And then I'm like, no, I don't want to draft him. Let's draft fucking Josh Allen. And you're like, and you only have a minute to come up with a decision. Then after that, you have somebody now that's invested as much as you are into the team, watch the games together, and you both are like, you at least have somebody that is on your side in the fantasy football aspect of it.
That'll make it kind of fun, but like to start off with, like that's gonna be difficult we gotta have somebody that has veto power, somebody that has like, okay, I'm gonna listen to you and what you gotta say, but at the same time, I'm still gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do.
No, but that's the point. That's the thing though. It's like it forces you to like work with whoever, because at the end of the day, you're choosing who's gonna help you manage this team. It's not like we're picking out of a hat. So it's like, oh, yo, I want a slot. Okay, pick 1 or 2 to 3 people that you want helping you manage this team. So it's like off the bat, I'm like, me and Sai are gonna run this team. Who you gonna have run this team with you? Because I said times, I mean, I know me and Sai are going butt heads like, hey yo, I'm not drafting this motherfucker. Like, so
I mean,
I
at
think
least you got two people emotionally invested in the same.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's kind of the whole thing. Yeah,
that's the whole thing. That's what I'm saying. Because it's like I was telling the last episode, like it's already on Sundays, we're watching football. Like we used to do it in North Carolina. He'll come to the crib, bring the girls, we're watching football, and then it's now that we FaceTime and watch football. And it's like I'll like when the Jets were stomping out the Dolphins, I'm over here like come on, Carson, like get that touchdown for him. And he throws it in. I'm like, damn, that sucks.
it happens.
But then I talk shit to him. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'd be invested in his players, but he could give two fucks about mine because he's playing Tyler Higbee last week.
Yeah.
So
it's not bad, you know. I think it'll work. I think it's pretty funny, especially if you get somebody like with you. Because then, like you said, when you're watching the games, y'all both set the lineup. You're both going for the same exact two people. Like you want this guy to do really good. I think that would be pretty funny to see.
yeah.
And then it'll stop each other. It'll stop you from being like starting a homer pick. You know, like if I want to start Miles Sanders, but you're like, bro, but like Nick Chubb is so much better. Why would you start Miles Sanders over Nick
exactly.
Chubb? You know,
Or like, yeah, for like example, like this week, Jonathan Taylor and Young Hines is out. So Deion Jackson's going to get all them touches for Indy against Jacksonville this week. So
I'm
it's like,
starting him.
So I'm starting him because I have no other choice. Josh Jacobs he's on the bye, so I have no other choice.
Yeah. I got the same. I'm starting Eno Benjamin this week.
Yeah, I am too because I had
James Conner. James Conner went down, so
yeah, we'll see. What? All right, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna have you, Felix. We're gonna have you just kind of introduce yourself. You know, backstory, military life, and like why you decided to do the stay-at-home dad stuff for the last couple.
Yeah, why are you out in England? That's what our viewers is gonna want. Like, why is this motherfucker out in England over here?
Well,
like, what's going on?
Right, so a long time ago in a land far, far away. But so basically, I got kind of forced into this situation in a lot of ways.
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah. It's not at all. But I was in the Marines, and I had been in for 10 years. And I want to say this like long story short, because I'm not afraid to talk about it, but it's just a lot of other stuff that happened that we're not gonna get into. But basically, I was court-martialed, and I was a sergeant, and I got busted down to private during this court-martial.
What the fuck?
Well, so then my punishment for that court-martial was busted down to private and bad conduct discharge.
Yeah.
And which is like a level below dishonorable discharge.
Yeah.
And for something like everyone talks about all this shit, this is bullshit, but this was actually kind of bullshit. Like I don't know. But anyways, so that bad conduct discharge got pushed off because it triggered an appeal, basically. So an automatic appeal. So I got an appeals lawyer after my court martial, and this appeal took 2 years. No, it was I got court martialed in 2018 in March, and I didn't actually get out of the Marines until February of 2021.
Damn.
So that's how long the appeal process took. And once that appeal process hit, I beat my case. I got from E5. Remember, I was E5 to E1. So, and I was like in a holding kind of I was a civilian basically, but I was still technically active duty. I still got benefits and everything. And for those 2.5 years or whatever it was, I got back paid for that shit, like as if I was an E5. E5 with BH and everything.
Oh my god!
But
damn,
that's a badass check,
so,
boy.
Yeah, and the messed up part was that I was selected for staff sergeant. I was supposed to pick up November of 17. and then they court-martialed me, and they were like, oh, we're gonna hold off that until the court-martial goes through. And then I never got, because they were like, I don't know, some weird technicalities. They never gave me my staff sergeant pay, but I got sergeant pay for 2.5 years.
Yeah, got
like,
something back for it.
Yeah. So
That is good.
and I got honorable discharge, and I got disability benefits, GI Bill. I just used my GI Bill. So within those 2 years, the struggle was real. Like, can you imagine? Like, I got 2 older kids that live with their moms, so I have child support, and they was not granting me no clemency for that.
Oh my God.
And I got my 2 younger kids. My wife was pregnant when I got court-martialed. She had just given birth in 2018, that same summer. So I was like just working odd jobs. I did Uber full time, because my job was I did IT. So I was basically like a comms guy for the Intel section.
Okay.
So they call it a 2651. That was my MOS. And so I needed a clearance, a top secret clearance
to do the job
for anywhere that I wanted to work, and they took that away from me for that whole time. So like I really couldn't get a job where I had 10 years of experience of I couldn't do anything. So like I worked like weird stuff. Like I was a security guard for like Amazon, and like I did Uber full time, and like these like Instacart and a whole bunch of crazy stuff. Like I was just working around the clock because like, I had staff sergeant bills on
private money.
Yeah, exactly. So when all of that happened, my wife was like, how about she was already 27 at the time. She was like, how about we kind of switch roles a little bit? And she decided to join the Air Force. And I was like, all right, yeah, that's cool. I'm down with it. Whatever's gonna help our family win, whatever's gonna help our family get ahead, I'm down for. So she ended up joining the Air Force and got orders out here to England. And like I said, I skipped a lot of parts, but basically the gist of it is right there. And she got orders to England, and now we're here.
That's pretty lit though. Like England.
Yeah, that's dope.
Man, that's the best part about the other branches, bro. They got the best duty stations. Like, come on, bro. All I can go to California, Japan, and North Carolina.
There's like or fucking Arizona.
Yeah, there's like 5 Marines here. There's like 5 Marines here.
Yeah.
5 to 10 Marines here.
Yeah. I mean, that's really sick though. So, all right, so you decided to switch, and then when did you get out to England?
Got out in the middle of COVID, bro. So like August of 2020.
Oh wow. Oh, man.
So my wife went to boot camp in February 2020. And then so I was home. I was home with the kids in March.
Oh man.
COVID shut down. So it was just me and my two youngest kids, and we had gotten like that first week of COVID, we got the flu. Because remember, I had been in the Marines for forever, and I was always getting the flu shot and stuff. And then when I got out, I just said, fuck it, and I never got the flu shot again. So that first year that the flu could hit me,
he said,
bro,
that
shit hit.
Yeah.
That shit hit me hard. So all 3 of us had the flu, and we're like, yo, are we gonna die? Like this, we got fucking COVID.
Yo, this shit just started.
Everybody scaring everybody with the scare tactics on fucking news and shit.
Yeah.
February 2020, that March 2020, when that shit started, that shit was great. That was right after I had my surgery, so I was laid out. Like, I was immobile, so I couldn't even move on the couch. And then that whole thing happened, the whole lockdown happened, and all the other shit. But you gotta remember, I was still in. So when the lockdown happened, we was still going to fucking work like some idiots. People were getting COVID at work. But we were still going, teaching kids. God, shit was
honestly, that's when I became a stay-at-home dad, was because of COVID. I had gotten laid off on the temp jobs in North Carolina. we hit that. And I know this might like, stir the pot a little bit with the controversy, but when they said, "Oh, COVID shut down," I'm like, man, fuck all that shit. I don't believe in that shit. Like taking the kids out of Walmart with no mask, wife over here making homemade masks with the sewing machine and shit that she borrowed. I'm like, man, fuck all that. I don't give a fuck about that. Like
Yo,
literally
my
for like
grandma had the wooden mask.
Yeah.
for like a good 3 months, I was out and about with no mask, going to, like during the lockdown, just chilling with the kids. And then my wife's like, "You need to put the mask on with them." I'm like, "For what?" Like, it's bullshit, but it doesn't make any sense. We don't have the proper mask. They said N95. Do I have an N95 mask? No. Oh, they switched it. We have to wear a cloth mask. Oh, what a fucking coincidence. I'm like, man, fuck all that shit. I'm like, I'm not saying people haven't died from it. I'm not taking that away from nobody. I got that. I understand it.
Did you
know what I'm
get
saying?
COVID? Like
Yeah, I
twice?
did. Yes, that's the thing. I caught it, but I'm all right. I'm chilling.
Twice.
I caught it
Oh
twice. I'm
man.
chilling though.
In the beginning.
No, I
Oh,
ended up
yeah,
catching
later.
COVID. I caught COVID like on the move to Florida. We got orders after she finished
That's
recruiting.
yeah.
After she finished recruiting, and then I'm driving the U-Haul down here, and all of a sudden I'm like, "Yo, I can't fucking smell anything." And then
Oh shit, you
I'm in
got
a
that one.
I'm in a separate hotel room from like my wife, her mom, and the kids. And then I'm like, "Yo, I'm hungry, but some reason I can't taste shit." So she gave me fucking the Kraft macaroni and cheese, the microwavable joint, and ramen noodles, like the cup of noodle soup. And I literally put the cheese sauce in the noodles, and I could not taste nothing. And I was like, "Oh shit, yeah." I'm like, I got it.
He said, I got that.
But like after a couple of days, I was all right. So it was like right before Thanksgiving hit, I was fine. So and we moved out here the 18th of November. So like what, a week of that bullshit. And then
Yeah.
and I got it earlier this year. Because I never get sick. And I only get sick once a year. And when I get sick that once a year, it's
You're done.
yeah,
Dead.
all hell breaks loose. I'm dead.
I'm
Not
dead.
doing
I'm on
shit.
death's doorstep.
Yeah. So for some reason, like before, like, cause I had gotten back surgery in January, but like 2 weeks before that, I'm just laid out, hot, sweating. And I get out, and then I just like stumble, and I'm like, "Oh shit!" And then I go back to the bed, and I wake up, and I just feel like somebody was whipping my ass, like for 4 hours straight, beat the hell up. So I take the test, and it said positive. I'm like, "Oh well, I got it again."
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
But
I think I only got it
after
once.
3 days, I was all right.
I got it once this year, and I think I didn't even get the test, but everyone in the house had it. Like it was when I was staying with my in-laws, and my brother-in-law got it, and he came home. So his mom got it, his dad got it, then my wife got it, then I got it. Man, when I got it though, it was some bullshit though, because when I got it, I still had to like worry about kids and shit. I literally was out for like 2 days, and I had to get the fuck up. I was like, say kids ain't stopping. I gotta get up. I remember but that when I had COVID, I'm pretty sure all I had was that I was exhausted. Like I felt like I got beat the fuck up. I felt like I was literally fighting for the last 3 weeks, and I finally had a chance to recover. So I literally just slept. My body was just weak for like 2 days, and then I got up. I was like, "All right, we good. We back outside."
That's the same one I got too.
Yeah.
And the thing is that everybody in my family got it too. This was back in this April of this year that we finally got COVID or whatever. But the kids that tested positive for COVID, but those little motherfuckers were not chilling. Like they had zero symptoms, and me and my wife were just like laid out in bed, like, "Yo, what are we gonna do?" These
He
kids
said we dead. Kids are good. That ain't right.
But like we still had it lasted for like 4 days, but
That's not bad.
we got through it.
So, but you out in England, so you got 4 kids, right?
Yeah, I got 4 kids. 2 of them are here with me, and then the 2 other ones live in Connecticut with their moms.
Are you from Connecticut?
So I went to high school in Connecticut. That's the connection right there. Cause like I think your wife.
Yeah, she's from New Britain.
Did she go to New Britain High School?
Yes.
Yeah, I went to New Britain High School.
Oh,
hey, that's shit.
Yeah, so that's where the whole connection is right here.
That's crazy. Yeah. Well, but that's what's up though. So 2 with you, and then so you got an 8-year-old, And then
Yeah, how old are
I
you?
got a, so I got a 4-year-old, a 8-year-old, 10 and 12 are the two older ones.
boy, you got that gap right there. The boy said,
Yeah.
I took my time on
Yeah.
that last one.
Yep. That last one, yeah, because I had my life straight.
Yeah.
that one was like I was really trying to do it. So
Yeah, he was like, shoot, we living good. We good. We can
Might
drive.
as well, right? Yeah.
about
Man.
to
So
get
okay, all right.
yeah.
So like, all right. So right now I'm in like stuck in a hard place, like rocking a hard place, because you said 12, 10, 8, and then 4. You guys decided, oh, like after the 8, yeah, fuck it. After 4 years, we'll do it again. My wife, she wants to have another one, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. I'm good with the 2. I'm Noah in the ark. There's 2 of us. There's 2 of them. There's 2 dogs. We about running in pairs. I'm straight,
But you got two boys, right?
Yeah, I got 2 boys. She wants a girl, but I'm like, I don't know if I could give it to you. I come from like, I'm the oldest of 5 boys. You know what I'm saying? Like my parents tried 5 times and flunked 5 times. So it's like, I don't know if I could do it. So it's like, I don't want to take that chance. And then she's like all heartbroken and shit. So it's like, I don't know. Should I cave in? Should I not? Like, he's telling me go run it because he want me to match him. But I'm like, nah, fuck
Get your
you.
numbers up.
Nah,
Get your weight up, man.
nah, I'm good at this weight. I'm staying my weight class. All right.
Yeah, nah. I mean, it's up to y'all. I mean, it's y'all decision. Y'all got to talk about it and come up with I mean, there's no happy medium with this. Like, it's either you do or you don't.
Don't, right, yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing we was talking about. My wife keeps talking about every once in a while because my in-laws just had a set of twins like a month ago. So we got, you know what I'm saying, there's 2 little ones out here. And my wife, every time we go over there, she knows she baby fever it up. She keep talking to me about it. And I keep hitting her with the look. No. Like, I can't do it.
It's hard though. It's hard. Like when you an actual father and like you up with the kids, like when they're babies, like when they're newborns, like I'm not gonna lie, that's like my least favorite phase. I got 4 kids and like I know all 4 phases, all different phases of kids. I got a teenager, about to be a teenager, all the way down to a 4-year-old. And so like that newborn phase, bro, when you're not sleeping, when you like when your sleep is off, it's just like
he said that no sleep time. Fuck all that.
Bro,
My whole thing is diapers. I can't do diapers, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want no more diapers. Like I'm done.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah,
Like, yo,
yeah.
my youngest is a straight asshole. All right, he's about to be 5, and it literally took him until like what, May or June?
Yeah, a couple months ago.
Just to be completely potty trained. Mind you, he knew what the fuck he was doing. Like he knew he had to use the toilet. He knew that you couldn't, like at 4, having them pull-ups on ain't cool, bro. You need to be putting on some training underwears or some shit. He was like, nah, I'll do it when I feel like it, motherfucker. Fuck you. You gonna change my ass. Like, I'm not beef for that anymore, bro. I don't want to do it. I don't have any bottles. They feed themselves. They self-sufficient in a sense. They be making themselves peanut butter jelly sandwiches from time to time.
That's what I'm saying, yo.
Like,
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't want to do that again. That's the thing.
I mean,
like, I'm chilling.
I mean, I get the reason why people always bring it up, like, you know, when you're at a certain age, because we're not that old. I mean, I don't believe that. How old are you? You're not that old. You can't be that much older than me, Felix.
Me, I'm 31.
Yeah. So I'm 30. So we're
so we're in the same age group.
Yeah, we're in the same age group. So a lot of people always like talk to us about it. And it's always like, oh, you can have another one. You can have another one. And you're right. I absolutely can have another one. I know that. I'm 30. I'm not that old.
I ain't trying to be 60 with kids.
I just don't want to do it. Yeah, like I don't want to do it again. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had my first kid at 24. Like, I'm good. I don't want to do it again.
I was 19.
Yeah, like 20. You know what I'm saying?
I was 20 when I had mine.
Yo,
so.
We done. You talking about you're gonna be when your first kid out of the crib, you're gonna be in your early 40s. Your first kid gone, like a grown. Like, why would I want to keep having these kids? Like, bro, you talking about I can be in my 40s and my kids are 18, 20? Like that's lit. I think that's fun as hell. I can enjoy time with them and shit when they're in their early 20s. I don't want to be 60 trying to do that shit. Like
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like
Especially for me now, like my youngest is 4 already.
yeah.
So like if I had a kid now, that's a 5-year age gap at a
Exactly.
minimum. It's like they're not even really gonna have a real
Relationship with them.
Exactly my point. Mine's freaking 7, and the other one's turning 5 next month. So like they like attached to the hip, like they tag team partners and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So add another one, they're looking like, who the fuck this dude is?
Yeah. I mean, I got a 6,
No.
4, and 2-year-old. Like they right there next to each other.
See, no,
Like-
yeah, he did it the right way, but the
By
wrong
the
way
way,
as
Matt,
well.
Matt,
Yeah.
I peeped that you like spoke the boy into existence. You said, "Who the fuck this dude?" Like you already know.
You see what I'm
it's
saying? Because I already know. Like
Yeah.
I already know that's the thing.
And it's, I mean, it is what it is, but I always think it's funny when people bring it up. When, like, especially my parents. My parents always do that. Like, my dad, my mom, and my in-laws always like to bring it up and stuff. My in-laws, I don't get it because they spoiled right now. So I don't know why they keep trying to talk to me about having kids. Y'all have 8 grandchildren, all under the age of 7. Why you trying to convince me to have more kids? Like, don't you got enough on your plate?
No, they trying to have it cheap by the dozens.
Nah, fuck all that. Fuck all that.
Yeah.
All these
Yeah.
interracial kids at that crib, hell nah.
Yeah, bro.
Hell nah.
Hell yeah. You know how good that Christmas card gonna look?
Hey, listen. You know what's funny as you said that? I actually am taking our Christmas card like for the
Oh
family
my
photos like next month. They hit me up and talk to me about it, so I actually got to professionally pull out my camera and do that shit.
Hey, I would have told him how much you paying me. I would've hit him
Oh,
like that.
come on, I ain't gonna do that to the fam. I ain't gonna do
What,
that to the
bro?
fam.
I said I restored and customized sneakers, and my pops hit me up. Was like, "Hey, yo, my Concord 11s turn yellow, and my bread 4s the mid, so the paint chip." I'm like, "Oh, word."
I hope
Damn,
you send
that's
them a
crazy.
price.
And he was like, "Oh, you can do it." I'm like, "Yeah, I could do it." He's like, "Oh, that's what's up." I'm like, "Yeah, that is what's up." He's like, "Also, how much you gonna charge me?" I'm like, "For you, 135."
Now, family
Just saying.
price is more than a normal price.
Nah,
That's
like
facts.
you see, nah, the only reason why I don't do it like that is because from day one, when I told him I was doing this shit, straight up supportive about it.
Yeah.
Like he bought me for Christmas, like the compressor with the airbrush and shit like that. Bought me some paints and stuff like that. So he's been hella supportive from day one. And then the fact that I told him, like, oh yeah, I could do that. I got all that shit for you. He's like, what? For real? You got that? Like it surprises him that I've stepped up my game in certain aspects of it. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm adding sequence to sneakers. And like, sequence material? Yeah. Just add that shit on there real quick. Boom. So
At least you remember that part.
yeah. Nah, I know who take care of me. So
Yeah.
I take care of
You
that.
always gotta
So,
remember
you know
the
what I'm
day
saying?
ones.
But yeah.
And then, well, it was something else I wanted to ask. So, okay, so that kind of works because we were just talking about it. So I'm doing photography. My man's over here customizing shoes. You see the background. I wanted to ask. So,
Yeah,
while you got the kids and you're doing anything with the kids, what do you do for yourself to keep you like
same.
I'm an
Same.
adult still? You know what I mean?
So I play video games.
I'm
What
with you
games
on
you
that.
play?
I play 2K,
What console?
PS4.
Oh, say less. I gotta get the gamer tag. Do something. We could do
All right,
something real
yeah.
quick.
Oh,
Yeah,
lame.
you got 23 or you still on 22?
No, I'm 21 right now.
Bro, my
I'm
goodness.
21 because like 2K kind of messed me up a little bit recently because I went to play. So I got 2K20 during the pandemic, right? And I was playing it nonstop or whatever. And then I went to play it like earlier this year,
Mhm.
and they shut down the servers. Like
Yeah.
you can't
Yeah,
do anything. Like you can't even play my career on it. And
Yeah,
I
they
was
shut
like,
it down.
I
They
just
do it
got
every
this.
3 years. They do it every 3 years.
I
do it
just
every
got
3
this
years.
so recently. I'm just like, yo, what the?
I just got it.
Yeah, no, they do it every 3 years. So if you haven't gotten 23, I say it's similar to 21. The shooting dynamics is a little like
Yeah.
off, like it's real fucky. You got to get used to it. But if you haven't gotten it yet, I'll just hold off for another month and get it on Black Friday.
Black
'Cause
Friday.
it's gonna be $30.
Well, I was literally about to get it tomorrow, because
But then run it then too.
I'm gonna use my son as an excuse because it's his birthday. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get it for you, but I'm gonna play it too. Though.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It comes with the
That's
perks,
what's up.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. My son is a hoops head though. Like
Yeah.
he is a hoops head. Like John Morant is his guy, and he's a Knicks fan.
Oh, shit.
Sorry to hear that.
I mean, I'm a Knicks fan. I'm a Knicks fan too.
Sorry.
So I'm a New York.
Fuck.
I'm a New York fan for everything except for football. So, which is
Are you a Yankees or a Mets fan?
Yankees.
Aaron Judge does not look like he about to get that contract.
It don't look like it.
That boy is.
I mean, he'll get the contract from someone else.
Yeah, because he ain't gonna. Because this is exactly what I was telling people when baseball season came around with Aaron Judge. I'm like, yo, you're gonna be phenomenal in the regular season, but we Yankees, we win championships. If you ain't performing in the postseason, they ain't gonna give you that bag. Like
4 strikeouts, bro. 4 strikeouts.
Yeah, I saw that. That was really depressing.
Ridiculous.
And all you got to say is I gotta play better.
Like, nah, fuck all that. Because this is a constant thing with Judge in the playoffs, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
But besides the video games,
Yeah. What else you doing out here?
So I've been getting recently, like this is gonna sound kind of weird, but I've been getting into like puzzles.
Puzzles?
Like no kidding. Like I got like 1,000-piece, 1,500-piece puzzles.
Was this 2020? Lockdown? You play with puzzles?
No. This was recently, yo. Like because I started doing therapy, like every Wednesday, for like the last like 3 months.
We both do therapy, so we feel you.
I'm getting into mine.
I've been doing therapy for like the past 5 years.
Yeah, so I got this African guy. He's my therapist, and he's from Zimbabwe. But he was like, we were just kind of brainstorming because I never had anything other than like if I wasn't playing video games, like the daily grind, doing laundry, doing dishes, doing cleaning the house, getting the kids from school, and all of that stuff. If I wasn't doing any of that, I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
I feel that.
So we kind of brainstormed, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give this a try real quick. And I got a couple puzzles that I did, like big puzzles.
That's
did you finish it?
Yeah.
So I learned how to like glue them
yeah,
together,
that's what I was gonna ask.
like,
Yeah.
put a backing on it so that I can put it. I haven't put them on a frame yet, but
that's kind of cool. Like I've always seen it, and I've always seen people do it. And I think it's pretty crazy that people can be able to see something like that and be able to put shit together. My mind just isn't that good to try to focus on something like that.
Yeah, I don't think it's weird. It's not weird. I think
it's pretty. That's different as fuck. But
it's dope because shit. What besides doing this, like I'll be doing like I have like this game on my phone. It's called Puzzle Jewel, and you have to like put the puzzles, like the blockings together to break it down. It's like Tetris but sliding in a sense.
yeah.
And it's just word search. So it's like they give you a group of letters that you have to come up with words, and then it's like in like a crossword puzzle format, and I do that to strengthen my brain, exercise my brain. And like my wife was like, "Why the fuck are you playing that shit?" I'm like, "Because it helps me
stimulate my mind."
Yeah, it stimulates my mind. It helps me like exercise my shit. And then it's funny because my son, my oldest, saw me doing it, and he's like, "Oh, can I try?" And I was like, "Yeah, go ahead." And then he was doing it, and now on his tablet, he has that fucking app on his tablet, and he's doing it on his own. And when he gets stuck, he's like, "Oh, like I need help. Can you help me real quick?" I'm like, "You got these letters." So it's a bonding thing. So it's like I'm helping him stimulate his brain and strengthening his brain muscles with the words. It's like, what is it? Like
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Man. I mean, it's pretty cool. Like, I mean, that's kind of what I did. The same thing with photography, because I was just trying to find something to do, and like I knew when I was about to get out, and I knew what was gonna happen. Like, I have nerve damage. I can't really move like I used to. Working was kind of out of the question. So I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do? And I've always wanted to do photography. I've always liked pictures, like taking pictures and shit like that. So my therapist was the one that mentioned it, was like, try to do something that you never done before, like try to reach out to do something that you always wanted to do. And around that time, we were getting stimulus checks. You know
Oh,
what
yeah,
I
them
mean?
things was lovely.
You know what I'm saying? So I literally spent the money and bought a camera. Matter of fact, it's the camera I'm using right now. Same as that camera. And I just kind of took it off from there. And it was just something to do, really. And me thinking when y'all were talking about the stuff that you're doing, like the puzzles, and you're like working your mind. And I don't think I have like the eye to be able to focus on something like that. I don't know why I lie like that, because that's completely another bullshit. Because I edit photos. So I literally look at a single photo and I can stare at it for 45 minutes and look at any freaking imperfections in it. It does something that if I gave it to y'all be like, y'all would even notice it. You'd be like, what
Exactly.
did you do to it? And
Well,
I'm like,
that's your puzzle. That's your puzzle.
yeah, exactly. So,
Like,
it's different, yeah, but I don't think it's weird, man. I think that's something
that's dope as fuck.
I think that's, especially if you're
I
gonna like
mean,
glue it and you're gonna like put it up 1,000 pieces. Yeah, nah, bro.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. It kind of gave me an idea to do with my son because he's like into the puzzles,
My
like
daughter
the
would
little
love that
ones.
shit. Okay.
It's good. It is mind stimulating too, like you said, like with that game, that app or whatever.
Yeah.
It's mind stimulating. Like you gotta pay attention to details,
Exactly.
and there's different techniques you can use too, like separating them. Like do start off with the corners, or you could start off with the sides,
Yeah.
or you could start off in the
In the
middle,
middle, and then work your way out.
work your
Yeah.
way out. Yeah,
Crazy.
there's
That's really
different
sick.
things you can do.
I think
Yeah,
it's
like,
pretty sick.
I think it would help with anxiety too because of like as an anxious person,
Yeah.
hard pounding, and it's like okay, I need to calm the fuck down and focus on putting this shit together.
That's
Yeah.
pretty sick.
yeah,
Though.
because like I had to do something because this like depression shit, like it's
No, that shit
not a
hits.
joke.
That
Like,
shit
bro,
is
like
not though.
there was times where like the kids were at school, my wife was at work, and I literally couldn't do shit. Like literally, I would sit on the couch or sit on the kitchen table, like just stare into space,
I feel it.
not doing anything.
I feel it.
Like
Yeah.
I mean, it's always good. I mean, we talk a little bit on it a couple times. And I know we're gonna elaborate on some of that stuff later, as far as like, finding something to help stimulate your mind. Don't let yourself get into like a rut, a dark place, somewhere where you're just kind of spacing out.
Yeah.
It's not a good look for anybody, especially kids, when their parent is just out of it, completely fucking out of it.
Yeah.
And we were doing the same thing. Like we were doing the exact same thing,
Yeah.
especially like when we first started doing this. You could ask him before I bought my place and I was staying with my in-laws. I was on a bad trajectory. Like I was on downhill slope because I just felt like I had nothing. I had no space. I had nothing. I had nothing of my own. I didn't have my own stuff. I didn't have my own place. I was living with somebody else. And it was tough. Like it was a rough time. I was in there for 6 months. Now you guys, as soon as I got the house, man, it was over. It was
Oh,
over.
happy
Bro.
days.
I was, we were chilling. We were chilling. You know what I'm saying? I got my shit back. It was, I'm a lot better spot now and it's all about finding something for yourself in the mix of all this. We're going to take care of the kids. That's kind of the whole gist of this. Like, we ain't going on here talking about, how to take care of the kid. We take care of our kids. It's mainly trying to find something for ourselves to take care of ourselves too, because that's kind of what people get lost in when they're doing this stay-at-home parent stuff. You get lost on taking care of yourself. Like we know you're taking care of your kids, but are you okay? And I think that's pretty good, man, to define something for yourself. Don't call me. Okay. What